brother here at Brummer. He went to U of M, and was at Wayne State, and is known as Mr. Peace, as his chief called. Here's Kevin Szawala.
How's it going? Good. Before I begin any of my talks, I just like to let the people I'm speaking to know that every breath I take is worth your time. So, I was driving here today, okay, kind of fast because I was running a little bit late, and this car passes me, you know, and I was already going fast. Well, here's the thing, I don't like when people pass me. I get offended, I get upset. So when he passes me, I said, "Oh no you didn't. Oh no you did not just pass me." So I speed up and I start going a little bit faster, okay? And I'm like, yeah. So I pass him and I'm like, "Booyah, Grandma!" And then I was like, boom! A whole family of deer right in front of me. So I slam on my brakes. They scattered. Fortunately, I didn't hit any of them. But I was just, my heart was racing, you know? So I pull over on the side of the road, and I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting, you know, in my car, just trying to catch my breath. And all of a sudden, I hear on the window this little knock. You know, and I just look over, and all of a sudden, I see this deer. I'm like, whoa! You know, and so he's knocking with his little hoof on the window like this. He's like, can you roll down the window like that, you know? So I'm like, you know, so I'm like kind of leaning over, and I roll down my window, and the deer is looking at me. He's like, "Kevin." I said, "How do you know my name?" I said, "That's not important." But he says, "Kevin, you see what just happened here?" And I said, "Yeah, man. I mean, I almost just got in an accident. I mean, my car. I could have destroyed my car." "Yeah, of course I do." He's like, "No, man. You just almost hit my entire family. You almost killed my entire family because you were so worried about somebody one-upping you, somebody passing you." And how many times do we compare ourselves, you know? I have a little brother and older sister, and, you know, how many times she like comes home and says, "Man, that kid's got the newest toys, the newest clothes, the newest hat," and he's always comparing himself, and he's thinking about the things instead of people sometimes, that those come and become more important. How many of you, adults included, how many of you have a best friend? Just raise your hand. Okay, we got a social group. That's good. So, what is your name? Paige? Paige, what makes this person a best friend to you? She's nice to her. Okay. Anybody else got a best friend? Thank you, Paige. Right here. Wait, yeah, what's your name? Alex. What makes this person a best friend to you? So if you fall, if you get hurt, he's there for you. He's got your back. That's a good friend. Okay, so they're nice, they got your back. Anybody else got a best friend right here? Yeah. What is your name? How about you? What is your name? Wait, time out. Are you two best friends?
Yes.
Ah, BFFs. Okay, now, what makes you two a best friend? Parents?
They can talk to each other at any time.
Okay, you guys can talk about anything. Real tough. Good. Okay, so people got their back. Okay, one more over here. What is your name? Lucy. Okay, Lucy. What makes this person a best friend to you? They're like a comedy show, so they make you laugh when you're feeling down. Are you having a Jolly Rancher right now? You mind if I have a Jolly Rancher? Okay, I appreciate it. All right, thanks a lot. So, they're a comedy show, they got your back, they're nice. That's what makes a best friend. Now, how come none of you said that it's for how much money that person's got, or how many things they got, what kind of car their parents drive, what kind of house they live in? How come nobody mentioned those things? Their hairstyle, their name brand, on their clothing? How come nobody mentioned that? Not important? I saw someone had a hand up back there. What is your name? Joel. What was your answer? Because it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay. And I'm sure if I went around and asked everyone here and I asked this question, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. What's your name?
My name's Robin.
Robin. Okay.
The best things in life aren't things.
Yeah, the best things in life aren't things. Thank you. And it's funny too, because if I ask that question, you know, I've asked it thousands of times to thousands of students, you know, your age and older, and nobody ever says that's the things. It's always who that person is, you know, what kind of person that person really is inside, but they got your back, they're nice, they're honest, they truly care. All right, next question. How many of you, and this is directed to the students, and I watch my head here, that's what happens when you're 6'4", 6'5" on my good days. Now, how many of you students here own a Wii, PS3, iPod, a phone? I mean, back in my day, no. All right, so quite a few of you have a PS3 and a Wii, right? Okay, I got you. I used to have Sega Genesis. Anybody? 16-bit? Love Sega Genesis. Hey, what's up, man? Hey. Okay. So, how many of you like basketball? Okay, cool. So, here's what I want you guys to all envision and imagine, because you're creative, 5th graders, yes. That I have all of your PS3s and all your Wiis, all of your iPods, that's right, your phones, oh yeah. And I take them all, and I place them all up here on the stage, okay? And it'd probably be a pretty nice pile, okay? And then, would you mind holding this for me? Okay. Then, I take this basketball, but however, and this is where you get to really imagine, this isn't basketball, it's bowling ball. Okay? So then, you know, me being the athletic individual that I am, I can casually, cordially make my way over to the stage. Oh, look at that. What do we have here? We got some iPods, some Wiis, some PS3s. So I take my bowling ball. Okay. Got all these Wiis here. Bam, 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 bam. In a matter of 5 seconds, 10 seconds, all these Wiis, PS3s are in a million PS3 pieces, scattered all across the world. Okay. Now, be honest here, okay? How many of you students, whose PS3s and Wiis these were, how many of you students, if there were no consequences for your actions, none whatsoever, how many of you would want to do something to me physically if I did that to your Wii? No? Or, yeah, what would you want to do to me physically? Can you say? You want to hit me and hurt me a lot. What would you want to do? You would bash me in the head with the skateboard trucks. All right, anybody else? You want to do something to me physically? Okay, yes. What would you want to do to me physically? Punch me. Okay, we got Rocky Balboa Jr. here. All right, what would you want to do to me physically? Slap me and tell my mom. That's the worst one yet. That's the worst one I've heard ever. Anybody else? Yeah, over here. What would you want to do to me physically? Whack me with a hockey stick. Okay. I've heard upside down in a wood chipper. I've heard those types of things, but you know, just what I want you guys to be conscious of. We got one more. Hold on. Yes.
Kick you really hard and like punch you a couple times.
Okay. All right. So just be aware of this. I'm not saying that anybody should do this to your PS3s or your Wiis or your phone. Okay, heaven forbid. I'm not saying that anybody should do that to your things, to your car, to anything. What I'm saying is be conscious. Okay. Be aware of how you feel right now. If I was to take away one of your things in your life, if I was to take away that Wii, that PS3, that iPod, if I was to take away that brand name on your clothing, that hairstyle, if I was to take it away, what would you do? You know, who would you be? Because I have friends still that are my age. If I took away their car, they would not know who they are. Because that solely is what defines them. And again, just be conscious of how you feel, that some of you are probably willing to kill me over a thing, you know? And I understand, man. I mean, history's awesome. Okay? But just be aware of that.